What's up, ladies and gents? This is KSigKid coming at you with another Destiny video. Today, this shorter video is all about speed. That's right, SRL is back in Destiny and the Dawning, and we're going to show off my first place on Haakon's Precipice. So I'm trying to get my SRL groove back, and it's definitely taking a little bit of getting used to, but some of the old tricks are coming back into play. And of course, aside from trying to get our groove back, we're also trying to learn these new, really tricky maps. And I believe this is actually the second time that I ran Haakon Precipice, so definitely still a lot of getting used to. And I know that you know that I'm going to go ahead and get first place on this map, but trust me, even knowing that, I still can't believe how it happened. I can't believe it actually happened. It's a really solid and a really sick comeback. So first things first, I'm going ahead and letting everybody get a little bit of a lead on me, because whenever we burst through that first barrier, I want to try to have some of these big gates. I don't want to have the first place gate size whenever I'm coming out of the batch, because there are so many people and there's so much bumping and grinding that's going on here. And by having the huge gates, it means that I can have a little bit more room for leeway. And as we come around here, I've already popped into 4th place, and of course that guy's driving right underneath me, pushing me all over the place. Bumping and trading paint, it is a for real thing in Destiny in SRL. It's a for real thing. And is that because people are bad drivers? Is it because they think they're going to be able to bump you out and just push you out of the way like they want to? Who knows? But it definitely happens. And let's just say this. The physics of SRL racing is too wonky to actually ever intentionally bump somebody and get them to go where you want them to. It's just not going to happen. So if your general idea is that you're going to bump and crash people out of the way, you're already racing wrong. You're racing wrong because you're not going to be able to guarantee where anybody's ever going, because things are so light and so flighty. And these turning pillars are absolutely the bane of this map. They are way, way worse than the fan blades ever were. As we come around that corner, we're in first place. That's some smooth riding, but I do not have a nice line of sight here on these gates, these tiny gates, and I'm just bouncing all over the place, trying to hit these final two, and we're going to finish the first lap in first place. So you're like, wait a second, kid. This isn't much of a comeback video if you're in first place. Well, just wait. The video's not over. The video is not over. This is only lap 1 of 3. 33% of the race is in the books. KSigKid is in first place. Is he go? No. You can't bump into those rocks, kid, and still get first place. That is not going to do it. Up here, this is typically the path that I like to take. This is the way that I like to go because I like to have that jump. I really like to get as much boost as I can because on this map, I feel like I don't have a whole lot of boost. That guy took a much better inside track than mine, and because of that, now I'm basically bumping and grinding with Nuclear Kid, and I can't even get my trick off as I jump up in the air, and I'm getting passed by 2 other people, thrown off the side. I'm officially in last place now. Last place yet again, and this one was not intentional. I do not want to be in last place right now. We're about halfway through the second lap, and I am cruising in a big-time last place with no boost, no turning boost at all, so I've got nothing but my wonky Sparrow just going side by side, and oh, I had to slow down so I didn't crash into that one, and then I crashed into the second one anyway, and I'm barely getting these boosts, crashing into the side, smacked around. I'm about as far in last place as you can possibly get. If somebody didn't leave the match already, they would be ahead of me as well. I'm as last place as you can possibly get as we're coming into the last quarter of this second lap. We're in some trouble. We are definitely in some trouble. Okay, but we're making up a little bit of ground. We've got 4th place right in front of us. You can see the point of my Sparrow is probably right on the back end of that guy's screen. And of course, because he's right there and he's trying to bump me again, I end up missing that first gate. But we're still in the mix of it right now. We're at the back. And what you've got to do right here is you've got to let them do all the bumping and grinding, and you've got to pick your spot, and you've got to try to just zoom past everybody. And there's one person, again, just trying to ride up over top of me, not taking the lanes, just riding over top of me, and it did end up bumping me out of there. I ended up getting pushed out of that gate as well, and I missed that gate as well. So we've missed 3 gates so far on this final lap. We're in 5th place. We're coming up on roughly 40% of the final lap gone already, and we're in 5th place. 5th place. First place is on the radar. We did hit that gate, and first place is up there. We're going to hit this gate as well. 4th place is kind of going all over the place. Can we end up getting a pass over here on this turn? No, we haven't. We're trying to make this long looping turn, and there it is. We took an inside track there with our side boost and these rotating pillars. These are going to be the deciding factor for sure. As we get in here, we get third place through that pillar, and we thread the needle right through those two. Second place right here. First place is going on the outside. I'm taking the inside lane, doing the side boost, catching that. We go from 5th place to 1st place. A little bit of threading the needle right here. We hit that gate. We've got the tiny gates here in 1st place. We're going. Can we get it to the finish line? There's one. Line that one up. Final boost through the side, and there it is. We hit 1st place by taking that final inside turn right before the forklift. We ended up zooming by the 1st place guy, and we ended up clutching it out. What a comeback on this map. What a comeback. I mean, we were in the last little throws of this match. Those rotating pillars, those are absolutely going to be the deciding factor whenever you're doing these races. If you're in a huge group of people, chances are 1, 2, 3 people are going to bounce up, bounce around, and smack you into the sides. It's definitely happened to me. It has definitely happened to me, and it hasn't always worked out so well. That time it worked out well. I got that final turn. I went inside. I didn't get hit by the forklift. I caught the gate. I caught the last final gates. Yeah, that one was a pretty sick match. And like I said, I think that was only maybe my 2nd time running that map. So I felt pretty good about it. I really liked that one. That was pretty solid. Our time? Our time isn't going to hold up as far as any world records go, but it ended up getting me 1st place. And of course, those blue gears for days. Blue gears for days. Anyway, guys and gals, that's SRL. That was my best comeback so far. If you enjoyed this video, smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. Check out these awesome videos. Good luck with your raids, your drops, your SRL, and I'll see you around in Destiny. #2016 comeback.